Hey there, Star Wars fans. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want you to really imagine something wild with me. Close your eyes and picture this. What if little Grogu, yes, our beloved baby Yoda, actually grew up to rule all of Mandalore? I mean, think about it. A Force-sensitive foundling with Mandalorian armor, the Darksaber in hand, sitting on the throne. It's a scenario that would change the entire trajectory of the galaxy far, far away. Today we're going to explore that, not just in a sentence or two, but in detail, scene by scene, motivation by motivation. How would Grogu even get there? What would it look like? How would people react? And would it actually work? Let's dive in. First, let's set the stage. We're talking about a Mandalore in ruins. The Empire has long been defeated, but its scars are everywhere. The once great warrior civilization has been left fragmented. Cities bombed into glass, clans scattered and distrustful. The Darksaber, that ancient symbol of leadership, keeps changing hands like a cursed artifact. It's not uniting anyone. In fact, it's fueling more challenges, more blood duels, and more infighting. The New Republic doesn't want to touch Mandalore. Too many political headaches, too many old grudges. They'd rather the Mandalorians just stay on their own planet and not cause trouble. So Mandalore is left to pick itself up, but it's failing. Now picture Grogu at this point. He's no longer the babbling infant who ate frogs and stole our hearts. Decades have passed. He's small, sure. His species doesn't get tall, but he's matured. His eyes have a quiet wisdom, and the Force hums through him. He trained with Luke Skywalker once, but let's be real, he never fully committed to the Jedi Code. He loved Djarin too much. The idea of total detachment didn't sit well with him. Eventually, he walked away from Jedi training. He wandered the galaxy with Den, learned from warriors, healers, smugglers, saw the best and worst of people. All of that shaped him. He carries the Force with him, but not like a strict Jedi. He's something new. Den, meanwhile, is older too. He's seen too many battles. He's seen the dark side of honor codes and the price of stubbornness. He's tired of watching his people tear themselves apart. But he's no politician. He's a soldier, a father figure. He doesn't want the throne. Grogu watches all this quietly. He feels the pain in the land. He sees how the Mandalorians cling to their old ways while those ways keep failing them. One night around a fire, Grogu asks Dan why he doesn't try to change things. Dan sighs. "I'm not the one they need," he says. Grogu simply nods, because he knows who they do need. Let's talk about the Darksaber. It's not just a cool weapon, it's an ancient Mandalorian relic that determines leadership. Whoever wins it in combat has the right to rule. At this point in our story, maybe it's in the hands of Bo-Katan again, or another warlord who claimed it through challenge. Either way, it's just deepening divisions. When Grogu announces he wants to claim it, people laugh. A child? A foundling? A Jedi, no less. But Mandalorian lore is clear. Anyone can challenge. Dan hates the idea. He doesn't want Grogu fighting to the death. Grogu promises him, "I won't kill." When the duel comes, it's in the heart of a ruined Great Hall on Mandalore. Clans gather to watch. Fires burn in metal braziers. The air is thick with tension. Grogu stands there, small, cloaked, silent. His opponent is a seasoned warrior, twice his height. But Grogu isn't just small. He's fast. He's precise. He anticipates every move. He uses the Force subtly, not hurling his opponent across the room, but redirecting strikes, disarming them, tripping them at just the right moment. In the end, he stands over them, weapon drawn, but doesn't kill. The Darksaber passes to him. Silence fills the hall, and for the first time in years, Mandalorians see someone claim the Darksaber without more bloodshed. But the Darksaber isn't enough. Mandalore is filled with proud warriors who don't want to follow anymore, let alone a Force user child. Grogu knows this. He doesn't give grand speeches, he listens. He travels to every clan, even the hostile ones. He sits with the elders, he breaks bread with the soldiers, he listens to their grievances. He starts rebuilding trust, one conversation at a time. When people accuse him of being a Jedi, he shakes his head. "I am Mandalorian," he says simply. He tells them about the creed, about foundlings, about loyalty. He explains he was a foundling too, raised in the way. He forges new traditions, blending Mandalorian values with what he learned from the Force. Grogu proposes something radical. No more children kidnapped for war. Instead, every foundling will be protected, taught, cherished. Force-sensitive children won't be forced to leave for Jedi temples or Sith cults. They'll be trained at home, among their people, with discipline and compassion. Armorers will craft new gear designed for these hybrid warriors, lightsaber-resistant beskar plates, lighter for acrobatics, with slots for saber hilts and blasters alike. He teaches them meditation alongside marksmanship. The ancient warrior culture doesn't disappear, it evolves. Some resist. Hardcore traditionalists call it heresy. Grogu doesn't punish them. He keeps talking, keeps listening, and slowly their children begin to join him. What about Den? He never wanted the throne, but he becomes Grogu's most trusted advisor. He enforces the new laws where needed. He's the symbol of the old guard supporting the new. He acts as Grogu's protector, even when Grogu is fully capable of defending himself. Their bond becomes the stuff of legend. Songs are sung of the Mandalorian and his child who saved their people. When a crisis hits, a rogue warlord refuses to submit, it's Den who negotiates. When negotiations fail, it's Den who rides out with his squad to end it, always with Grogu's blessing. Of course, the galaxy isn't quiet. The New Republic watches warily. They don't trust a resurgent Mandalore, especially one led by a Force user. First Order remnants lurk in the unknown regions. They see Mandalore as a threat to their plans. Pirates and criminal syndicates test the new government, hoping to destabilize it. Grogu is ready. He negotiates with the New Republic, offering alliances and trade. He sets bounties on pirate captains, using Mandalore's own networks. When the First Order tries to plant spies, Grogu senses them before they act. But he doesn't just react with violence. He offers defectors sanctuary. He rehabilitates pirates willing to reform. He builds something sustainable, not just powerful. Years pass, Mandalore is rebuilt, cities rise from glass plains, crops grow in domed greenhouses, foundries produce new beskar armor. Children laugh in schools where they learn history, tactics, and meditation. Clans once at war now trade and intermarry. Grogu sits at the center of it all. He doesn't age much, but he grows in wisdom. His leadership style is quiet but firm. He knows when to act and when to wait. He holds the Darksaber not as a weapon of conquest, but as a promise that no Mandalorian will be left behind again. Eventually, Den grows old. He lives long enough to see Mandalore thrive. He sees foundlings adopted into families, not turned into child soldiers. He sees the people united under Grogu's vision. When he dies, it's not in battle, but surrounded by clan members, honored as a father of their new nation. Grogu mourns him deeply. He commissions a statue in the capital, Dan in full armor holding a foundling in his arms. He also forges a new piece of armor for himself, a small pauldron with the Mudhorn signet, a tribute to the clan of two that saved the galaxy. Decades turn to centuries. Grogu remains the steady heart of Mandalore. His species ages slowly, so where others grow old and die, he keeps guiding. He teaches new generations, trains young Force users, and advises clan leaders. He ensures that the old divisions never resurface. He turns Mandalore into a beacon, a place where anyone, regardless of species or past, can find a home if they follow the way. Even the Jedi begin sending Force-sensitive children to study on Mandalore, seeing it as a safer, more balanced alternative. Grogu's Mandalore becomes the crossroads of the galaxy, a living monument to the idea that strength and compassion can coexist. And so there you have it, a galaxy where Grogu didn't just become a Jedi or a warrior, but a true leader, a Mandalore who healed a broken world and changed the future of the Force itself. It's a vision of Star Wars that feels both epic and intimate, full of action but grounded in hope. If you enjoyed this scenario, hit that like button, subscribe for more Star Wars What If stories, and let me know in the comments, what other wild alternate histories should we dive into next? As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.